with this year's Power Rangers solely focused on a 30th anniversary special and Cosmic Fury, one begins to wonder, well, what happened to that reboot? So it's been over 6 years since we got to see the first Power Rangers reboot, Power Rangers the 2017 movie that came out from Lionsgate. And unfortunately, it didn't have much of a box office draw. The movie itself also divided fans. But it had a pretty cool concept. It was a coming-of-age story about 5 teenagers who have to become Power Rangers to fight off an alien threat. But one of the cool concepts is that the alien threat, Rita Repulsa, was actually the original Green Ranger, along with Zordon, who was also the original Red Ranger. And if that movie was successful, it would have undoubtedly had a sequel to a new Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. But unfortunately, all that has passed. All the actors have gone off to do incredible stuff. But now we're back to the news of another reboot. Now, this reboot is actually going to be coming out after the 30th anniversary reunion special and the Power Rangers Cosmic Fury series. Originally back in 2020, Jonathan Entwistle was going to oversee the Power Rangers universe with movies, series, and animation. And he seemed to be the perfect candidate for this, as he does work on a lot of coming-of-age projects. One of the most recent is his Netflix series, I Am Not Okay With This, which is a coming-of-age teenage drama and some supernatural elements. In fact, you can probably say it's like a Carrie miniseries, with some extra brutality. Ooh. Then in 2022, he was joined by Jenny Klein, who will help serve as the showrunner for the series. But now we are in 2023. Well, Hasbro announced their last financial statement, and this is what they had to say about the Power Rangers brand. The Power Rangers brand continues to drive value and remains an important part of our brand portfolio. Power Rangers revenue grew last year in 2022. The brand celebrates its 30th anniversary this year with a new scripted special on Netflix, the 3rd season of Dino Fury, aka Cosmic Fury, an ongoing development into a scripted young adult series with writer-showrunner Jenny Klein and Jonathan Entwistle, which confirms that at the very least, the young adult series is still going to continue. And being that they said young adult, it's definitely going to have a little bit more mature content than the kids series we had before. In fact, perhaps it may even have the same tone and look of the 2017 Power Rangers movie. But the question also remains, what about the writer for the movie from before? The writer was Brian Edward Hill, whose credit includes things like Ash vs. Evil Dead and the DC superhero series Titans. And since Hasbro hasn't said anything about the movie, Global Nerds podcast had to ask Brian Edward Hill what happened. So I can't get into how projects develop, but all I will say is that the work I did with Jonathan made me very proud, and I think he took it very well. So I did my job on it, but the process was beyond my job. So I really have no idea what's going on at this point, because I was there in some of the early stages of creative thinking, but I know Jonathan is super talented, and I really enjoy the process of working with him since I've been part of that process, and I wish him the best, and I'm as excited as anyone to see what they come up with. So this could mean that he had finished the script for the Power Rangers movie, and maybe the movie is no longer there, and it has evolved into the scripted young adult series. But in any case, the project is still ongoing. They are still going to make this reboot young adult series happen, and we'll most likely find out a lot more about it after Cosmic Fury.